What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. Now, I don't know if you watched basketball yesterday, but there were some entertaining things going on. You had the Grizzlies and the Warriors in an absolute classic battle with Stephen Curry getting thrown out. Of course, my boy Dame dropped 60 points for the fourth time in his career. But seeing Dame play the way he is, it's just so inspiring. So today, I want to go in here to 2K, and I want to rebuild the Blazers until I get Dame a ring. We got to get it done, at least here in 2K, if it can happen in real life. Before we get into today's video, make sure you guys drop a like on this one. Of course, subscribe if you are new to the channel. As always, greatly appreciated. You should know by now, I'm a Portland Trailblazers fan. I'm a huge Damian Lillard fan, and he's so fun to watch. Let's be honest. 60 points. I know he gets a lot of crap for how loyal he's been to this franchise, and I get it. I can see where outside fans think, what is he doing? We Portland fans appreciate him, obviously, and I get the outside noise. I understand. It is draining to a certain extent, but I mean, you kind of have to get it, right? So right now, this Blazers roster, if you really look at it, it's not bad, right? It's not a bad roster, but no, by no means is anyone on planet Earth thinking this team is about to go win a championship, especially since they're 23-25. The bench has been horrible. Injuries have not helped, obviously, but everyone struggles with injury. Anthony Simons and Dame at times have not been that great together on the court, to be honest with you. It has not been great. It feels like when Dame is going off, Simons isn't, and then when Simons is going off, Dame isn't. It's just, it's not working together, I guess. So basically what today is going to be like is I'm willing to do whatever it takes to get my man Dame a ring. If that means trading Anthony Simons, I'm going to do it. That means trading Sharp, as sad as that would make me, I'm going to do it. So that all starts here at the trade deadline, where trades always seem to happen when it comes to the NBA. So I'm starting there. We're not going to do anything crazy, most likely. We're just going to try to strengthen the bench a little bit because the bench needs some work. Let's get to the trade deadline. Today's video is brought to you by Prize Picks. Prize Picks is a player props app that allows you to choose overs or unders on your favorite players that you enjoy watching each and every day. It is available on mobile or desktop, and this is how it looks. They give you the number, and you're going to choose over or under on it. They pretty much have every sport you can imagine, whether it's soccer, NFL, NHL. They have a ton of different options. So this is how it works. You choose between 2 to 6 players, 2 being 3 times your money, all the way up to 6 players, 25 times your money. Prize Picks has just elevated my watching experience to a whole new level. So if you want to sign up, I also have some of my entries as examples here. That way you can kind of see how it works. But if you want to sign up, links in the description. Use code Crushables. They match your deposit dollar for dollar up to $100. Thank you, Prize Picks, for sponsoring today's video. So this is the first trade I'm going to make here in this video. I'm trading Winslow and Keon Johnson over to the Spurs for Zach Collins and Keita Bates-Diop. I'm reuniting Zach Collins in Portland. Now, this move is not sexy by any means. This isn't, oh my goodness, now that we've made this move, this team's about to go win a championship. The reason why I'm doing this is because I think Zach Collins would be a much better backup center than Drew Eubanks. Although I will say Drew Eubanks played pretty damn good yesterday. There are times where Eubanks is absolutely lost in the sauce, chasing blocks, and just absolutely loses his matchup all the time. Zach Collins would be an amazing backup center, and he's locked up for another year on top of that with $7 million, so I don't have to re-sign Eubanks. So I get Zach Collins as a brand new backup center, so I really like it. Winslow and Keon Johnson for Zach Collins. I'm feeling that move quite a bit. So just like that, we get our brand new backup center who can block shots and play good defense off the bench, which I'm feeling really good about. We need that in the worst way possible. So welcome Zach Collins. Drew Eubanks, like I said, as good as he played yesterday, there are times where he is really bad. I will just say that. If you're a Blazers fan, you know. Outside people think Drew Eubanks is absolutely phenomenal, but trust me, he's not all that. Well, he's okay, don't get me wrong, but like there are times where he really makes you mad. But other than that, I don't know if I'm going to be making any other moves. Obviously, Zach Collins is a great addition. That would push Eubanks out of the rotation completely, I guess, in this scenario. So they do have Eubanks still in there, but I want him completely out of the rotation now that I have Zach Collins in there. So I'm going to throw Shaedon Sharpe these minutes. We got our brand new backup center, and clearly this wasn't the move, like I said, to win a championship or anything like that. So the next move will be in the offseason where we make the biggest trade of them all. Whether that's trading Simons, Sharpe, kind of depends what's available, what's on the table. And then also if we make the playoffs, our pick goes to Chicago Bulls, which means all of our future draft picks are freed up. So that's my goal now, is to make the playoffs here. So hopefully this team can do just that for us. Luka wins MVP. Paulo's your Rookie of the Year. Tyus Jones, 6th man and B Defensive Player, and Alpert Sengun most improved. And Joe Mazzulla, Coach of the Year. Park is your executive. So here's your All-NBA first team, All-NBA second, and All-NBA third. No Damian Lillard or anything like that. Although I think there's a chance he gets it because, like I say, he's been playing great. We are the 5th seed in the Western Conference, so we went all the way from whatever we were to the 5th seed. That's how close the West was, so there's really no surprise there. Yeah, 28 from Dame, 23 from Simons, 19 from Grant, 13 from Nurkic, 10 off the bench from Zach Collins, 6 rebounds and a block per game as well. Josh Hart with 8, 7 from Shaden Sharp, 7 from Little, and then 7 from Keita Bates Diop, and then 6 from Trenton Watford, and then also 6 from Drew Eubanks on top of that. Although, like I said, he was out of the rotation towards the end of it. So we get the Grizzlies round 1. I honestly don't expect to win this, clearly. I mean, the Grizzlies are just going to be way too good for us, I would imagine, but you never really know. Something like current round, and we are going to get swept. So, yeah, that's how it goes. So, first round sweep, not really what you want to happen. Our pick is going to go to the Chicago Bulls, so we're not going to have our pick this offseason, but like I said, that means all of our picks are freed up. The Grizzlies also go on to win a championship. So we have the opportunity to do whatever we want with our draft picks, which is going to be where we trade them, by the way. I'm not keeping them. I'm trading my draft picks for a future stud. So we'll take a look. We got the Bulls having our pick at 20, which, like I said, that pick is finally conveyed. So we are in position to trade these picks, which is great. So Shot Doctor, going to hire one real quick. We're going to get Ferguson. We'll sign him, and then we can go to draft night. So on draft night, this is where we got to really take a peek and see who is available and who's not. So I'm going to take a look, and whatever I think is the best option for us to be, you know, to go get and bring this team to a contender status, that's what I'm going for. So we'll see who has someone available that would be worth that. My options right now are very, very bleak. Not a ton of options. Obviously, you have the Raptors, but I feel like there's so many people that complain in the comment section about me trading with the Raptors all the time, which I don't feel like I actually do, but they just say that anyway. So I won't do that so I don't piss people off, I guess. But I got like the Timberwolves, who I have a certain player there. Obviously, like, you know, getting Giannis would be a dream, but that's not going to happen. So my best option here, you got like DeJounte Murray as well. I could throw with Dame. That I don't think that really puts us where we want to be, though. So here's my best realistic maybe option that I think I'm going to try to go for to put next to Damian Lillard. And that is going to be, like I just said their team earlier, that is going to be Karl Anthony Towns on the Timberwolves. So it's going to be a little interesting, to say the least. I don't know if the Timberwolves would even make him available, but he is listed at power forward right now, making $36 million. He's locked up for the next 4 years. Going to be making a ton of money in the future. I think Karl Towns would be obviously a significant upgrade over Houston Nurkic. We have not had this kind of center in forever how long. So I'm going to try to get Cat. I don't know how easy it'll be. I think Nurkic would have to be in the trade, of course. So Nurkic would be probably going over to be a backup center, I would say. You got like Nasir Little, Gary Payton's money. So I'm going to have to throw one of those guys. Shaden Sharp, I might have to trade him as well. So I have to probably choose between Simons or Sharp here on which one I'm going to trade to try to get Cat. Simons already 6'3", 24 million, 25. He's already locked up. Shaden Sharp is on his rookie contract, which makes me kind of want to trade Simons over Sharp, which is kind of weird, I will say, but I think it's going to just save us a lot of money in the long run. So I am going to include Simons in this trade. So Nurkic and Simons for Cat, and then let's see if I can squeeze another good player out of them. Maybe I can get like a Kyle Anderson out of them. They got Wendell Moore as well. Maybe we can not include Nurkic. You can use Nurkic in another trade. So Simons for Karl Anthony Towns. And then I'll give you also a Jabari Walker or something. And then maybe a couple draft picks. I don't know. I got to just try to do something here. I'm going to offer that 2024 and 2026 for Karl Anthony Towns. I'm trying my best to do as best as we can here. I'm not including Sharp and Simons. I know that for a fact. We're not going to do that. Do I include Gary Payton? Maybe that puts it over the top. All right, so we have traded Simons for Karl Anthony Towns. We still have Nurkic, which I'm not including. I'm not keeping Nurkic. So Cat will go to center. Sharp will be maybe the starting shooting guard. We'll see. Kind of depends what else I find. Josh Hart's contract, I'm going to figure out what I can do with that. But that was our first domino move. We traded Anthony Simons for Karl Anthony Towns. So we'll see if that pays off. I'm not really sure if it will. We kept Sharp instead of Simons, which is an interesting move, I will say. But it's going to save us some money. So that's why I kind of did it. So on draft night, we have no draft picks, so we can go straight to player options. So going to player options, we have Josh Hart, Zach Collins, which I'm accepting. I'm going to accept everyone here. So Josh Hart, Collins, Wofford, Greg Brown, Baji Butler, welcome back. Qualifying offers, none. And then free agency, I think we're going to have Grant to resign, which I'm going to resign him. So Jeremy Grant, I'm going to resign. I'm not going to resign Drew Eubanks. So Jeremy Grant, 4 years, $20 million. That's more than fair. and then Keita Bates-Diop. I'm going to go ahead and sign him back as well. So I'm going to sign both these guys back, bring them in. And then can I sign like another really good mid-level player? Let's see. Yeah, I have money for like a Jalen Noel off the bench, $10 million. That actually seems perfect. Bruce Brown could be like our replacement to what I just had. But I think if I can get a young 24-year-old backup point guard, I think that is phenomenal. I'm going to give him a 4-year deal, 4 years, 10 mil, and that is going to be Jalen Noel. Welcome to the team, and I really love that. So that is your new backup point guard to backup Dame, and now it is a matter of getting creative with the rest. So Nurkic and Josh Hart is what I'm kind of looking at here. So I need to upgrade the wing position in the worst way possible. I'm going to move Little to small forward as well. I think he'll stay the same. He does. So I'm going to move Little to small forward because we have Keita Bates-Diop and Watford there right now that we can kind of work with. So the next move is trading for a wing. So Nurkic and Josh Hart, you might be on your way out of here. That's all I got to say. Maybe one, maybe both. We'll kind of see what would be my best option. Weirdly enough, I actually think I might make this trade with the Brooklyn Nets. We're going to be getting Ben Simmons from the Brooklyn Nets, who's listed at 80 overall right now, but I know if you move him to small forward, power forward, he's going to go up in overall. Cameron Thomas, also a really nice addition on top of that. The Nets walk away from Ben Simmons. We trade them Nurkic, Josh Hart, and Keita Bates-Diop for Cameron Thomas and Ben Simmons. I'm going to do this trade. I think this is going to be well worth it in the long run. Simmons is going to bring defense and playmaking. Clearly, he's not really someone you're going to be relying on the offensive end, but I think we have so many good offensive options. I think Ben Simmons would be perfect. So I'm going to make this trade. We're getting depth at shooting guard with Cameron Thomas, getting a little bit younger as well. So you know what? I like this trade a lot, and I'm feeling good about it. So now we're going to move Ben Simmons to small forward, who's immediately up to an 84, or power forward, whatever we want to do. But I'm going to leave him at small forward. You're going to be playing the small forward spot. So now we have Lillard, Jalen Noel, Shaedon Sharpe, Cameron Thomas. So two really young shooting guards. Ben Simmons this year, Little. Jeremy Grant, Watford, Karl-Anthony Towns, Zach Collins. And Karl-Anthony Towns is the perfect center to also play next to Ben Simmons. So overall, that is my reinvented roster of the Blazers. And I actually feel really good about those changes we just made. I think we got a lot taller in the rotation with Ben Simmons. Grant, obviously, 6'8", was probably one of the tallest players we have. Zach Collins back it up. Nurkic, I love it. And then Shaedon Sharpe, Cameron Thomas are two bucket getters. So our bench with Noel, Cameron Thomas, Little, Watford, and Zach Collins should be able to get buckets. So I feel good. I actually like this rotation a lot. I feel a lot more confident going into this season. So Lillard is down in overall. Cat's up. Ben Simmons is up. Jeremy Grant, Shaedon Sharpe. Shaedon Sharpe's up to a 79 overall, so we're really relying on him to develop next to Dame. I guess if I, down the line, have to trade Sharpe as well, I could maybe look at that. But I'm hoping I don't have to, and we can just continue to rely on him to develop. But I'm feeling good. I actually think this team is going to be able to compete now. I love it. So let's go this next season with our head held high, and I actually really like our chances this season. So Embiid wins MVP, Wembanyama's Rookie of the Year, Nurkic is your sixth man in Brooklyn, Giannis Defensive Player, Evan Mobley Most Improved, and Bickerstaff Coach of the Year, Brandon Harrison is your executive. So I'm actually really disappointed with the simulation that we got. We only went 42-40, which I think is a joke. I think this team is way better than that on paper, but whatever. 25 from Cat, who actually led the way, 25 from Dame, 18 from Grant, 13 from Ben Simmons, 12 from Shaedon Sharpe, and then 10 from Jalen Noel, 7 from Collins, 5 from Thomas, and then 4 from Nasir Little. So, yeah, a little disappointed by the sim that we got. I will say that. Maybe I need to get a new head coach. That's something we can take a look at. Proficiency was 4-star perimeter centric. I guess we can move to seconds, and maybe that would have been better. I don't know. But hopefully we can get out of the play-in tournament and get into the playoffs. So we get to play the Rockets in round 1 who have Porzingis. We lose. Okay. And now we get the Dallas Mavericks. So, I mean, this is getting the playoffs. First seed is Minnesota. They have Simons, D'Lo, Edwards. So, yeah, we gave them Anthony Simons. So, it would be kind of fun to go play Anthony Simons. So, let's go see if we can take down the Dallas Mavericks. So, I guess I can listen to their rotational advice. We'll roll with whatever they're thinking. So, let's go see if we can beat the Mavericks and go to the playoffs and play Minnesota. That would be kind of fun. Cat versus former team. Simons versus his former team. But we do have to deal with Luka. So, there's a chance it doesn't happen. So far, so good. And I think we got this one in the bag. And we do beat them 122-137. Dame 36-9. So, hey, we made the playoffs. It was as an 8th seed. So that isn't great. But honestly, I kind of like our chances here. I don't think Minnesota is that scary. Simons right now is averaging 29 points per game for them. So he went over to Minnesota. Immediately became a stud. D'Lo 21. And Edwards also averaging 29. So yeah, this could be tough. I will say that. So Simons and Edwards, by the way, I guess they're both kind of named Ant at times, nickname. Here we go. Hopefully we can beat them. Game 1, we are up 1-0. We beat them 124-113. 42 from Edwards, 23 and 15 from Dame, 23, and then 23 from Cat. Game 2, okay, up 2-0 so far. Simons dropped 47 on our heads, but Dame 34-24. So everyone is scoring, which is beautiful. Do we go 3-0 on Minnesota? No, they beat us by 3 in Portland. So we took both their home games. Can we win at least one of ours? Yes, we do. 3-1. Beat them by 20. Cat 38-14. Cat and Dame have been a interesting duo, and they've been doing great so far together. So do we beat them in 5? No. Do we beat them in 6? No. We got to go to game 7, of course. Game 7, back to Minnesota. This is a little nerve-wracking, I will say that. So let's see what happens. We have the lead. First quarter start off strong, but they are trying to get the lead back. So far, so good. Doesn't mean anything. We're blowing them out in the fourth quarter, and we are moving on to round 2, ladies and gentlemen. 153-124, 48-9. We upset the first seed in the West, being the Timberwolves. I feel great about that. Damon Simons had an absolute battle, but at the end of the day, if I can speak, now I get to play the Thunder. So Bridges, Chet Holmgren, Shea, Josh Giddey, Lou Dort. Obviously, the Thunder are never fun to play. They're a little, they make me a little nervous to play. I'll say that. But here goes nothing. Game 1, they beat us by 8. Fair enough. 35-31 from Cat. Game 2, we even it up. 144-130. Okay, 45-10 from Dame. Got the Lakers on the other side. They're up 2-1. There, we even it up. Okay, I thought they were going to go up 3-1 on us for sure. Shade Sharp at 22 that's great. And now this could be a phenomenal, important game 5. Do we win it? Yes, we do. Do we beat them in 6? No. Damn, another game 7. Another game 7 to determine if we're going back to the conference finals for the second time in Dame's career. This time, a totally different supporting cast, and this one doesn't feel as fluky, but it's not going to happen. We're going to get blown out by the Thunder unless we come back at the end, which we're not going to. Oh, wait. We're not totally out of it just yet. 2 minutes, 30 seconds left. I get a miracle here, but the Thunder are starting to pull away, and I think it's safe to say we've lost in round 2. Damn, that's unfortunate. Unfortunate. 113-121, but in my opinion, this roster is only going to get better. Dame and Grant might regress, but Shaden Sharp's only going to get better. Simmons should stay the same. Cash should stay the same. So we're in a good position regardless. We're able to run it back. We have a young kind of roster. The Lakers have Moutier, Bruce Brown. I'm actually curious to see if the Lakers beat the Thunder. They do. Wow. So Mitchell, LeBron versus his former team. The Cavs sweep them, and it's time to run it back. So like I said, we're going to go again. Hopefully this time we actually get it done. Draft lottery. None of this is going to matter. I think I'm just going to keep the rotation the same and just kind of run it back because I actually... Okay, actually, there's a chance I might fire Chauncey Billups. There is a chance I do that. I'm going to be honest. I want the best head coach possible, and Greg Popovich is sitting there, and I'm just kind of like, okay, I can get Greg Popovich. Yeah, sign me up for that. I don't know if I'll be able to get him. I'm firing Chauncey Billups, and I'm going to give Greg Popovich an offer. I don't know if he accepts it. Probably won't, but it's worth a shot. He's got 13 offers. I'm not getting him. I'm not getting Greg Popovich, but hey, I got to try, right? So Popovich obviously would be the phenomenal head coach to get. Michael Stoffer has no offers. I mean, he's not a real head coach, but I'm trying to win a championship in this game, and he's got the best badges possible. So if I can get him, that'd be phenomenal. Kid also wouldn't be too bad. What else do we got? Got Jack Vaughn, Steven. Is there anybody else? Will Hardy actually has some decent badges, so I'm going to sign him as well, and he ain't going to cost that much. So Will Hardy could be a good hire. He's done a terrific job with the Jazz. Okay, those are my offers, and we get... Oh, we can sign Stoffer. I'm going to sign Stoffer. I'm signing Stoffer. That's the best coach you can get in this game, even though he's not real. I got to feel good about that. So that's our head coach, and now it's time to just bring everybody back and run it again because I think with progression on our side, this team could go win it next year. Garland comes out and wins MVP. Booker's Rookie of the Year. Highland, 6-man. Robert Williams, Defensive Player. Nick Smith Jr., Most Improved in Toronto. He went off. JB Bickerstaff, Coach of the Cavs, are just that good. As we know, they're just kind of that good. So 72-10. So even if we get all the way to the finals, this is going to be the team to beat. They're just so overpowered. It's so annoying in this game, but whatever. Get the Mavericks in round 1. We got the 3rd seed in the West this year. The Rockets and also the Thunder were above us. So if we take a look at the player stats, yeah, 26 from Dame, 21 from Cat, 14, 14, 12, 11, 10.5. So plenty of scoring across the board, but all that matters is we get into round 2 now. So Sharp's up to an 85. So everything's looking good, I think. So let's only current round against Dallas, and we are going to go to a game 6. We beat them in 6. Game 7, and we lose in game 7. Oh, okay. We get eliminated in round 1. So disappointing. Okay. You got the Thunder and the Rockets, and you got the Cavs and the Thunder. I mean, at this point, oh, the Thunder went on to win it. Who did the Thunder have? They have Chet, Bridges. Okay. I mean, we're still going to, I think play progression will still be on our side. Chris Paul retired a Clipper. That's kind of fun. But I think progression will still be on our side. So I'm going to just keep running it, I think, until this finally works out for me. So I'm going to hire the best coaching staff money can buy. We got a B and an A grade on him. And then hopefully it just eventually goes our way. So both those guys should be excellent hires for us. So we'll have them. Go straight to player options and make sure we keep everybody on the roster. I really want this to be the year we get a championship with Dame. So I've stopped at the trade deadline and I'm looking at this trade right here. We get Devin Vassell, who's going to be in massive upgrade in overall. So this would push Devin Vassell maybe to the small forward spot. And then I'd push Ben Simmons down the power forward. And then, yeah, so basically that's kind of what we're doing here. So Grant is going to head to the Bucks for Devin Vassell. And that's what we're doing. So Grant is, you know, great and all. But if I can put this roster in the best position possible, I got to do it. So 92, 88, 87, 87, 87. And then a terrific bench on top of that. So new rotation. And then we got to put Ben Simmons at power forward as well, which is going to decrease it overall by 1. But I think it's worth it. So now this is what we're rolling with. So it's Lillard, Sharp, Vassell, Simmons, Cat, Noel, Thomas, Zach Collins, Nasir Little. So overall, really good. I mean, I guess I could take a look and see if there's another trade I can make here. So I threw like Noel and maybe, I don't know, Vlado and Svi Mikhailuk. Is there like a better point guard upgrade? We can get Gafford, but might as well just stick with it. I'm going to hope this team gets it done. Little and Zach Collins, if I threw them together, just going to check just to be safe because I really want this championship to be ours and get Zubac, who would be a better backup center, but we are losing some depth there, so not going to do that. So I'm just going to simulate with Devin Vassell joining us. He is averaging 18 points per game on the season. Sharp is averaging 14. Cat with 23. Dame with 24. So let's keep simulating 33 and 23 on the season so far as the 3rd seed. Hopefully, with Vassell joining us, the overall upgrade is going to push us maybe to that 1st seed. So we didn't get the 1st seed. We're still the 3rd seed in the Western Conference. The Cavs, on the other hand, even though it's like far down the line, they did lose Donovan Mitchell, so that could be a good sign for us. But clearly, we need to focus on the West first. So we get Minnesota round 1. They no longer have... Oh, they do. Anthony Simons come off the bench for them now. So we got Gobert, Washington, Wendell Moore, Edwards, D'Lo still. This is what we're running with. So, all right. Somebody current round against Minnesota. We lose game 1, but we beat them in 7. Oh my goodness, that was a lot closer than I would have wanted. But we beat them in 7. And now we get the Memphis Grizzlies. We have Kevon Looney at starting center, Jaren Jackson, Williams, Bane, John Morant. This is going to be a tough series. They have Clay as well. I don't imagine Clay would ever go to Memphis. But hey, I guess you never know. Game 1, up 1-0. We beat them by 6. 28 and 10 from Ja, 28 from Vassell, which is a huge boost. 2-0. Go at 3-0. Let's go, baby. Come on, come on, come on. Let's go, baby. We swept the Memphis Grizzlies, and now we're playing the AFC to Jazz. The window of opportunity, boys, right now is right here. We have the Magic. Oh, wait a minute. The Magic have Wembanyama. Okay, hold on. That might change some things, but maybe Philadelphia can pull off the upset. They have Jalen Duren and Embiid starting together. Well, let's focus on Utah first. Who does Utah have? I'm going to assume they have Kyrie Irving because they always sign him for some reason. Yep. Sexton, Irving, Walker Kessler, Brandon Ingram. A pretty good team in Utah. They're up 1-0. Oh, I'm going to melt if we lose here. Come on, win 1. Okay, 1-2. There we go. Back in it. Win 3. Let's go. Can win 4 in a row. Game 7. Game 7s. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. All right. Game 7 against Utah. Let's go. Come on. This is in Portland. This is to get Dame his championship. Blowing them out. Keep it going. Foot on the pedal. Foot on the pedal. Don't let them back in it. And we got this, I think. We beat them. Let's go. Markelle Fultz, Karl Towns, your finals MVPs. Fultz and Cat. That's kind of unorthodox, but made it to the finals. We get to play Wembanyama and the Magic, though, so I'm a little nervous. Game 1, up 1-0. Game 2, 2-0. Come on, baby. Come on, come on, come on. 3-0. Come on, baby. Oh, 3-1. Beat them in 5. Let's go. We got Dame a championship in 2K. It was only in 2K. 23 from Karl Towns, but hey, we did it. That's what matters. This is the team I threw together for Dame, and you know what? At the end of the day, we got it done. So I'm gonna end it off that note. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Leave a like. I'll see y'all in the next one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.